Well, good morning, everyone. Thomas Montgomery. It's great to be with you this Thursday morning. Today is November 7th, 2024. We get together most weekday mornings, 8 o'clock Central now to talk about strategies, tips, techniques, share success stories. Important to remember, we have two sets of Zooms. We have these morning Zooms, which are more for our current and prospective distribution partners. And then we have multiple Zooms most days that are specifically for clients and prospective clients. Anyone is welcome to any of the sessions, but our target audience is different. So we're going to presume that you're on the Zoom today either because you're interested in helping build financial literacy and or access to capital to small businesses and getting paid. So you're either interested in starting or you're already with us. In either case, welcome. We're going to roll out a new division of our 501c3 nonprofit today. So if all's going well, I'm sharing my screen. In the background, you see 509 Pacific, which is our 501c3 nonprofit. I've asked each of you to allow us to set up a 501c3 nonprofit for yourselves, for your use. Some of you have taken us up on that. Some of you haven't. That's up to you, but we would encourage you to do so. But regardless, what we're doing on our side is we're rolling out a business coaching and consulting division. You might say, well, why are we doing that? We're enrolling a crazy number of clients, which is great. Many of you, not all of you, but many of you are very active. And what we're seeing is a lot of these small business owners, they have strong competencies, but there's areas they have weaknesses and they're looking for help. And then these clients are getting funded. They got money in their bank account, but they're looking for some professional assistance. And then it just kind of dawned on me. You look around at our distribution team, and we have an all-star team. Look at the people on this team. You got Belzonia, you got Claude, you got Greg, you got Romeo. I mean, we've got an all-star team. Why don't we band together and go help these small businesses in a coaching and consulting fashion? So it's not changing what we do. It's an additional resource that you and I, that we together can make available to small businesses that's willing to pay for your assistance. Now, once we get the team put together, we're going to actually submit for some grants, and then the grants will pay us so the clients don't have to pay us. So let's go on here to the agenda. So we've added this just simply on our 509pacific.org website, very brief, but I want to take a deeper dive because we need to find out from you whom of you want to get involved. So Pauline, I mean, you're an all-star in what you do. Would you be willing to be a consultant to other businesses? Mr. Gibson, again, another all-star. I know you're busy, you got a lot going on, but if you could pick your hourly rate, Mr. Gibson, and consult with others, would you be willing to do that? So let's go through the different categories that have been established. So we're going to go through the different bullets. So some clients need help with access to capital. And I know that one's a little bit redundant because that's what we do in general with the shelf corporations and the 4-week funding. So this isn't competing with this, but we have some prospects that come to us and they just want consultation. They don't want a program. They don't want a shelf corp. They don't want the 4-week funding. They just want help. They want professional assistance. As you know, I used to work at Deloitte. It was called Deloitte & Touche. So I was a business consultant for large businesses. So with that being said, if you want to help consult on this topic, we need your help. So that's one of the topics. The second topic is business development. Many of you are experts on this, which kind of makes sense because we're working together. Take Joseph. Joseph has decades of experience in running a sales organization. Well, maybe you're surprised, maybe you're not, but some of our clients, they don't have a background in sales. Some of them don't have a background in marketing. So this would be a second and distinct service line that we could help clients with if they want. Because remember, they're getting funded, they're sitting on all this money. Now we need to help them implement. In the past, we kind of said, no, we'll get you the funding and then, kind of move on. with the team we have, Corinthian's billing rate would probably be about 500 an hour if she wanted to help clients. So we're providing a structure to bring you all in. Jeff, I don't know what your billing rate would be, but Jeff, what if we brought you in on some of these engagements? So access to capital, business development, business culture. Now, this is the softer side. Have any of you ever watched Billions? I think it's on Showtime. I don't know if they're still making it, but it's kind of an interesting show. Well, they have Wendy. Wendy works within their office to help improve performance and culture. And so some of these clients, they really need help creating a culture. What is their environment? What does it feel like to work for their growing business? So we need business culture consultants, business financial management. And so this is, a widespread. Some need help with financial reporting. Some don't know how to use QuickBooks. Some of these people don't even know what balance sheets are. So this is a huge area that we need help with our clients if you're willing to be paid to do so. And so then we get the personal. So this was the business side, and then this is the personal side. Some people have shitty credit. Some people don't know how to budget or save. Some people want help with personal borrowing, getting mortgages or what have you. So those are two different areas: business, financial management, and personal. Human resources, everything from, because imagine, let's take Romeo. So Romeo only focuses on clients looking for 5 million or more. He doesn't deal with the small deals like some of you do, which it's fine. No one's better or worse, just different. So imagine Romeo getting one of his clients $5 million. Now they need to go out and hire their employees. They may need help with job descriptions, recruitment, payroll, benefits. When people don't work out, letting them go. So that would be kind of a brief description of human resources. This is more general operations and administrative support, logistics, and so forth. And again, so we're not saying you have to be an expert in all these areas. I suspect all of you have expertise in at least one of these areas, or you wouldn't be where you are in life. So what we're trying to figure out is which of these areas would you be willing to consult at, with the understanding that you would pick your hourly rate. So you couldn't say, oh, it's not worth my time, because you're picking what your time's worth. Compliance topics, legal, sometimes clients don't pay their bills, and so some of our clients they don't have any background in debt collection, and some of them don't have any even experience in invoicing and asking clients to pay. But legal would be collecting money, contract review, contract negotiation, so forth. We're doing more and more with mergers and acquisitions, where we have clients that come in and they want to acquire an existing business, a business that's in operation. They want to acquire that business in full or in part. So that's a specialized area, M&A as they call that. And so those are the main areas, not all inclusive. But with that being said, we're going to be very flexible with clients, because again, you take Romeo's clients. Romeo's clients are sitting on 5 million, so they got a really nice budget. Some of you, like Eric focuses more on small businesses, so his clients may only have 100 to $250,000 to spend. So we need to be able to not only cover the breadth of business and financial topics, but we need to work with the client based upon their needs. So for example, if they want just a one-time consultation. Now, we'll give anyone a one-time free consultation, and you'll see that as the bottom bullet over here. But maybe they just want a one-time session. Maybe they have a project that they're looking to implement or launch, and they need your help with that. Maybe they want a team. Now, this is my favorite one. So this is where, let's say that we get Dorothea's on here. So let's say that we get one of Dorothea's clients, 1.5 million. So now they're funded. Now they need help launching their business, because now they have the funding. And let's say that they need, I'll just make it up, it wouldn't be the case, but let's say they needed help with every area. I know they wouldn't, but that's just as simple. So there's 1, 2, 3, what about 8, 9, 10 areas. So now a team of us fly in, and we're actually working with that client together as a team, each of us focusing on different areas. One of you would be the team leader, and then and that's what we did with Deloitte. When I worked for Deloitte out of graduate school, the state of Florida hired us. Not some business in the state of Florida, but the state of Florida hired Deloitte, and they flew a bunch of us down to Tallahassee. And so we had our actuaries, our consultants, all different types of professionals. So this is a larger project that clients could choose from because we have such a strong team of all of you. The clients can decide if they want to work with us in person or distance based. So some of you might say, hey, I can't travel. I don't want to travel, because the client's going to pay for your travel expense, your airfare, your hotel, your meals, plus your hourly rate. But let's say you say, well, no, I don't want to travel with health issues or family or whatever. That's fine. So we'll load you in our system so we know, are you eligible for the in-person engagements, or are you only available for the distance-based? And then some of our clients, now this may strike you oddly, maybe not, but some of our clients want more accessibility than what they're getting. For our normal model, we're scheduling calls, 15 minutes with clients, and that works normal. Some of the clients say, no, that's not enough. So if they're using this service, they would have the option to get VIP response 24/7, in fact. And so we would be set up, and you don't have to be 24/7. Again, we'll load your profile. But if a client wants us at 3 in the morning, they call and they get us at 3 a.m. in the morning. If you're out on a date or in a hotel with your girlfriend or boyfriend, they call. You stop whatever you're doing, you stop the dirty, and you take the client's call. So there's different levels of access clients can have to us, along with different pricing models. Do they want to just pay hourly? Would it be project based? And then as we've been building up to this point, most of the clients have really liked incentive based. So for example, we had a physical therapy company in West Branson, Missouri. So you might have heard of Branson, where Silver Dollar City is. Well, this PT clinic actually isn't in Branson. It's in a next town over called West Branson. So they needed help improving financial performance. And so they hired us. And so instead of they had to pay for travel, of course, but instead of paying for our time, we charged them 10% of the increased monthly deposits. So we worked on everything from business development, in other words, getting more physical therapy clients in, billing and collections, and so forth. So the point is, we can work with clients on whatever pricing model they want. Once we have the team together, then we can pursue grants. So that will offset clients' cost in some cases. So what we need from you today is, do you want to be involved? So we're going to do this informal now, but we'll do it more formally after the Zoom. So if you would type in onto the Q&A of Zoom, are you interested in being part of our consultant team? And if yes, then we need 3 things. Which areas would you be willing to consult on? What would your hourly rate be? And are you willing to be one of our team leaders? We only need a couple team leaders. That's going to be really important when we have clients that are engaging a team base. So one person needs to coordinate the team. So let me give you a moment to respond. And it's okay if it's no. Like if you're as busy as you can be and you're making as much money as you want to make now and you don't want to help other people as a coach or consultant, that's okay. That's not a problem, but we need to know. So Mr. Brown, you didn't respond. Can you go ahead and give us a response? Claude says no, but he wants to be a client. He wants to hire you all. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Thank you, Claude. Romeo's in, but Romeo, you didn't tell me. In addition to team leader, I'm sorry. In addition to team leader, we need to know what everyone would be loaded in as a category. So Romeo, if you could amend your response, we need to know what area, because we probably wouldn't send someone out just to manage the team. They would also need to represent one of the areas. All right, Corinthian, you didn't respond. Corinthian, are you willing to do some coaching, some consulting with other businesses? Doug, Greg, you've got a strong background, Greg. I'm surprised you didn't jump right on this. So just looking to get some more responses. Rachel, you're an all-star. Rachel, would you be willing? And again, I know your time's valuable, so we're not asking you to work for minimum wage. You literally get to pick what your hourly budget would be. Mr. Brown, you didn't tell us what your hourly rate would be. See, some of you are missing the point. There's three things that we're asking you. And I'm a little hesitant to hire you as a consultant if we can't even nail this down. So, which areas, what would your hourly rate be, and are you willing to be a team leader? So, again, this isn't for everyone. It's just we're having a lot of clients come in, and clients are usually coming in on the Shelf Corp, and that's fine. So, the Shelf Corp stays, nothing's changing. We deliver what we promise. So no changes there. But beyond that, sometimes they need help outside of the Shelf Corp pre-funding, and a lot of them are needing help of, oh shit, I just got 100,000, a million, or in Romeo's case, $5 million. What do I do now? Uh, all right, so it looks like Willie's asking about real estate, and that's true. So we should add a bullet here for real estate because that is a specialized area, whether it be getting into the real estate industry, purchasing properties, so forth. So I think you're right, Willie. We do need to add a division for real estate, which could be real estate for themselves or real estate as an investment. But you're right. All right, and so we see a wide range of hourly rates. Some of you are at 25 an hour. Some of you are at 1,000 an hour, and 1,000 an hour would put you up there with some of the top attorneys in the nation. So that's impressive. Okay, so anyway, I don't want to get distracted. You know, our focus is helping clients understand financial literacy, understand what it means to be fundable, and then helping them have a fundable business through the buy or build. Nothing has changed there, but we've just seen a need, an unmet need for this coaching side. And so clients could be using the coaching slash consulting in addition to the shelf or in lieu of it. They might just want this simply, right? I can imagine when the state of Florida came to Deloitte, you know, they weren't interested in buying a shelf corporation, but they certainly needed help with business financial management. And that's what they hired us for. All right. So any questions, comments, concerns on this? I don't want it to be a distraction. It's just simply letting you know that we're going to branch out in this area. Once we get the team put together, then we're going to finish up some grant applications that we have. So what we want to do is to be able to help every small business with the breadth of business topics and not let financial constraints prevent them. Because I mean, take Romeo. Romeo wants $1,000 an hour, and I'm not saying he's not worth it at all. But you can't get a broke business to pay Romeo $1,000 an hour, right? That's not going to fly. Same with Joseph. Joseph wants $1,000 an hour. So some of you will have such a high hourly rate, it would probably only be applicable to clients once they've been funded. But in some cases, clients are needing some help even pre-funding. So you have a breadth of different areas. We have different types of client engagements. We have different types of client pricing. And then our goal is to see which of you want to help our clients. And so Celino's asking, is this competitive with what he does? No. So if you have your own coaching or consulting business, we're not trying to encroach upon what you do. We just have a need. We're enrolling hundreds, probably close to 1,000 clients a week. So we need to be able to meet their needs. But no, Celino, we're not competing with you and your other services at all. All right, so with that being said, what other questions, comments, concerns do you have? You know, primarily you need to be out there focused, I would think, on getting the word out, educating and enrolling clients in shelf corporations. And so that's interesting. Jeff's bringing up an interesting point. Some of you may need help yourselves with business development. I mean, look at your numbers so far this month. We're 1 week of them in November, and maybe you say, well, that's not very far, but that's about 25% of the way into the month. And of course, we have a major holiday at the tail end. So look at your numbers. Maybe you need some help. If you're a business development professional like Charles, Mr. Ryans, you've been with us, you may need some help on business development because unless I'm mistaken, you're not generating any clients. So maybe some of your businesses, some of your white label partnerships are needing some help. I don't know. I mean, how many of you have yourself set up on payroll? We talk about this all the time. Do not be self-employed. Do not be self-employed. Be a W-2 employee of your business. Set up a payroll service like QuickBooks Payroll. Pay yourself direct deposit every Friday. Pay yourself a reasonable 1,000 to 3,000 a week every Friday. Have taxes withheld so it's compliant. Set yourself up with benefits. So even at a micro level, you all should be applying, and in my opinion, applying these best practices of how to run a business properly. But some people, they don't know the things that you know. They don't know how to set up QuickBooks. They can't produce financial reports. We have some partners that they can't create an Adobe. We have some partners that can't edit a Microsoft Word document. They don't know how to do it. So that would fall under ops and administrative support. So let's take Michael. If Michael's willing to do operations and administrative support, we could get him clients all day, every day. Because frankly, some of our white label partners need this. They lack the capability. And that's okay. What we're doing is not just focus on getting them money, which is our primary goal, but what do they need to help with implementation? Questions, comments, concerns before we wrap it up today? All right, Jeanette's asking about getting a free consultation. Yeah, so Jeanette, so let me minimize this. So on 509pacific.org, our nonprofit website, this is the main page. Go down to the bottom of the page, and then it says contact us for a free consultation. Give us a call. Yeah, so if you're looking to be a client, like Claude mentioned earlier, or Jeanette just now, then yeah, the process is the same. I think sometimes you all think if you're a partner that the process changes. No, if you need help in any of these areas, give us a call. To me, the team-based on-site projects are some of the most enjoyable. So let's say we get a new client in Miami and they need 6 of us to fly in to do a launch. They just got funded last week. They got money to burn, and we need to get everything set up and implemented. Can you imagine the fun of 6 of us going into Miami for a couple of days, getting that client up and going? And then again, for some of you are wanting $1,000 an hour. So let's say if you were on site for the client 3 days, 8 hours a day, I mean, that's $24,000 in your pocket plus free travel. All right. Any other questions, comments, concerns? You understand the what, you understand the why. We're just now rolling this out. We do not have grants yet. We do not have grants for this yet. We need to build the team so we can build out the grant application to properly reflect who's involved and who's willing to do what. So that's forthcoming. All right. Well, thanks, everyone. We'll see you back tomorrow morning. Let us know if there's anything we can do for you. Bye-bye.